thriving business indeed. You're still watching SMB, and this is Smart 24 TV, bringing to you inspirations across wherever you're watching us from. And also make sure you be a part of the motivations every new day from SMB. And you can always get us anywhere, everywhere, and anytime you would want to be watching Smart 24 by simply being a part or downloading the Your TV channel and watching Smart 24 there. And it is always easier if you get that through MTN app or downloading it using MTN data. Very well, now we head into the expectations in regards to weather. What are you expecting? Let us look at the forecast of today's weather. Very well, to begin with, we start with areas in Kampala. What are you going to be expecting as we move ahead the day? This morning it was a bit, of course, not very cold. More moderate temperatures at 25 degrees Celsius in the afternoon. The afternoon is expected to be very sunny and a bit hot, and in the evening temperatures will drop to 23 degrees Celsius, and the overnight there will be a bit of moderate cold but relatively normal like yesterday. And how about the temperatures in regards to humidity, in regards to how high or low it will be, or also what moon phase will you be experiencing after there? If you're in Kampala, you're going to be bound to get temperatures at high as 28 degrees Celsius and lower as 20 degrees Celsius, whereas the humidity is expected to be 87%, indicating at least warm temperatures there. Visibility will be around 12.87 kilometers, and the wind will be moving or blowing around 10 kilometers per hour, highlighting a dew point of 19 degrees Celsius there. And the moon phase will be a waxing crescent around there. That is for areas in Kampala as of today. How about areas in as we continue highlighting for weather areas in Entebbe and Wakiso? What do you look forward on a day like this? The mornings have come out with a bit of sunny and warmth at 23 degrees, highlighting also cold temperature there, by the way, but the shift will add on a 3 degrees Celsius, making it 26 in the afternoon. Therefore, you will have to experience a bit of warmth and maybe sunny temperatures for the people in Wakiso and Entebbe, whereas the evening will surely be still warm with a 25 degrees Celsius, and in the overnight is expected to be hot as well, because we see it at 24 degrees Celsius relatively to the evening, so that means you'll have a good warmth in the night. And how about the temperatures in regards to whether they will be high or low? What do you look forward to in regards to wind movement and also visibility around there for areas of Entebbe and Wakiso? We move further, you will be experiencing a 26 degrees Celsius for the high temperatures, and the temperatures will be lower at 23 degrees Celsius. Humidity around 90%, indicating that there is going to be warm temperatures or warmth for the places in Entebbe and Wakiso. Visibility there indicating about 9.66 kilometers, and the wind will be blowing or traveling around 5 kilometers per hour, making a dew point at 21 degrees Celsius. And the moon phase will be a waxing crescent there, so there is no new moon phase that is going to be expected for the people in Entebbe and Wakiso areas. As we move further, how about the people in Mbarara and Hoima? You're going to experience 27 degrees Celsius in regards to this morning, so it's actually a warm morning comprised with a great brightness and beautiful sunrise there, and there's going to be a shoot of 3 degrees Celsius, making it to 30 in the afternoon. afternoon, and that is going to be very hot for the people of Mbarara and Hoima areas. And in the evening, of course, it will cool down at a -5, that is 25 degrees Celsius. But in the night, you will be experiencing a cold night, a relatively cold night at 22 degrees Celsius. And as we speak, how about whether the temperatures will be high or low? We're going to see even the humidity and how the wind expectations is expected around there. When you look at the highest, it will be at 31 degrees Celsius, indicating at least a drop or warmth a bit, but 20 degrees Celsius lower, that means temperatures are going to keep relatively warm as the day moves on. Humidity at 70%, that means there won't be much of that hotness as the day goes by. Though it's going to be hot, but the humidity is going to drop at 70%. Visibility is going to be unlimited, since there is no relatively troll in regards to when you compare the humidity and the high temperatures or the low temperatures. You realize it's going to be affected by the visibility not being unlimited there. But when we go to the wind, it will be blowing or moving around 8 kilometers per hour, and making a dew point there at 16 degrees Celsius. As well, you will be experiencing a waxing crescent as the moon phase, so there will be any new moon phase for the people in Mbarara and Hoima district. As we look still furthermore on our weather update for the people in Eastern Uganda, we're speaking about Busia, we're speaking about areas at the border crossing to Kenya. You will realize the morning has been associated with a bit of sunny, a bit of brightness, as well as I can say 27 degrees Celsius. But in the afternoon, there will just be an increment of around 1 degree Celsius, making it 28 degrees Celsius. Whereas in the evening, temperatures will drop around 23 degrees Celsius, making it for you to feel a bit cold around that point. And in the overnight, it will surely be a cold night at the overnight, making it 20 degrees Celsius. Moving further, how about the temperatures? What are you going to be expecting for people in Busia, around Kenyan border, and also for the Eastern Uganda places? You realize 30 degrees Celsius will be the highest temperatures, whereas they will go low again at 19 degrees Celsius, making a humidity around 80 degrees. So that means there is going to be a very great warmth during the day, but visibility will be crossing on around 14.48 kilometers, and the wind will be blowing or moving at around 10 kilometers per hour, making a dew point of 17 degrees Celsius. And there, well, you will also be experiencing a waxing crescent moon phase for the people of Busia, for the people of Cross or just adjacent to Kenyan border and eastern areas as well. How about as we cross further to other destinations in regards to the weather forecast away from Busia and Kenya? Very well, we're still moving on with our weather forecast as we wait to the other destination. You will realize now we're taking you to the international global scene, where you expect for people in Dubai and in the United Arab Emirates, or you've got, in case you've got friends there, you can highlight for them, or you could actually alert their evening that it's going to be relatively warm. Not having a very great difference or good difference or great difference from the afternoon at 30 degrees. So this morning it has been at 28 degrees Celsius. That's a hot weather or hot temperatures around there, and the overnight will also be the same. So they are going to be experiencing a very hot day for the people in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. Moving further, you will also find out that the humidity their visibility and their wind will also relatively be blowing towards the hotness and making it at 33 degrees Celsius on regards to high, and they would relatively be low at 25 degrees Celsius, but the humidity there will be around 40%, making it visible at 9.66 kilometers. You can see that the wind will be traveling at 21 kilometers per hour. That is quite a great speed there, making a dew point of 12 degrees Celsius, and the moon phase will be a waxing crescent for the people in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. Away from Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, we cross over to other places in case there is any, as we continue to give a forecast for you. So in case you have friends there, you could tell them how their day will be heading. And lastly, when you consider the forecast for London, England and the United Kingdom, you realize this morning it was cold morning, though there was a bit of sunny coming out, brightness coming there, but it was a cold morning, and the afternoon temperatures or degrees will just increase for about 4, making it 10 degrees Celsius. In the evening will drop, just 1 will drop, and then the overnight they will go down negatively 9, making it 1 degree Celsius and making it very cold, or a cold night for people in London, England and the United Kingdom. How about their temperatures in regards to humidity, how wind will be blowing and what phase they will be experiencing? You realize the high temperatures will be indicating an 11 degrees Celsius and lower on 7 degrees Celsius, whereas the humidity will be around 70%, but the visibility there is unlimited, because if you're to compare humidity and the temperatures 11 degrees and 7, you will realize that there is going to be interchanges. That's why visibility there is highlighted as unlimited, and wind will be traveling around 8 kilometers per hour with a dew point of -3 degrees Celsius, making it very cold and highlighting a waxing crescent moon phase for the people of London, England and United Kingdom. And very well, we're still on to our weather forecast, moving further, and you're still watching SMB, that is Smart Means Business. That has been the weather forecast for this particular day. More will be coming up maybe next day, if you keep up a part of us, or if you keep to speed with this particular SMB. For now, we're going to now look at how you can get inspired as the day kicks on moving. Let us see what we have for our business quote. In the business quote as of today, we still have from Jen Walter, who is highlighting that I want little girls to grow up knowing they can do anything, even play football. This is sweet. I want little girls to grow up knowing they can do anything, even play football. That is Jen Welter there. Okay, as we celebrate Women's Day, as we celebrate women, as we celebrate girls, you know, there has been I can say there has been society rules that have been tagged to the girl child, have been tagged onto women, especially for those playing maybe football, for example, highlighting that football around there. But before we dive into that one, let us have a look at our business quote, whereby they are highlighting that a confident woman. What is a confident woman? Okay, from Monday Halley, a confident woman, a woman who truly knows her worth and her power, is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, a confident woman, a woman who truly knows her worth and her power, is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, according to Monday Haley there, indicating for us that is our business quote. Okay, let's compare the business quote, the business tip all together, and we move further discussing with you on this particular one as we inspire each other. as ladies. The business quote highlighting a confident woman who is who is always easier to be reckoned on, or to be integrated on every day, and also the one who is going not to be defined by society rules. But we conclude on this one with this business tip here: keeping financial scores. Few small businesses have an accurate idea of the daily, weekly and monthly numbers and the financial trends taking places within the organization. It's vital that you spend the necessary time keeping current cash on flow. If you lack the financial skills, hire an accountant, but still stay very much in the loop. We're going to get back to the business tip. We're going to get back to it. But let us now speak on inspirations and motivations for the girl child, for the woman out there, as we celebrate you, as we celebrate the girl child. How has society defined you? How has the community, how have the people you surround with every day defined you? You realize that when you're not confident, you're going to lose it to them. You're going to portray that person you have always, they have always talked about. So make sure you become confident. And how can you be confident? By simply, number one rule, knowing yourself, knowing what you're good at, knowing your weakness. And you should never just know your weakness. Always find out a way on how you're going to cope up with that weakness, how you're going to translate it, how you're going to make sure it does not affect other people. And we move forward to the other one that we had earlier on, indicating a girl, you can even play football. So when growing up, from my experience, I used to do a lot of boy-child games. Of course, that is what the society has put up, boy-child games, playing football, kicking football. But now we've seen trends changing where there is actually women tournament leagues of football, women leagues, playing football and all that. But society, highlights that as a boy game or a male game, a male gender game. And I used to ride a lot of bicycle. I did bicycle riding. And even family, if your family is not supportive to what you do at some point, they can either let you down or actually develop your need or your niche for that. So the society was looking at me as, that's a tomboy, like he's just a boy. No, I'm not a boy. Doing what they do does not make me a boy, does not make me a male. It's still me. It is just that I'm establishing this because this is what I need at that particular moment. So always try to embrace your niche, always try to embrace yourself, because that is when you will find unlimited progress. Very well, and as we conclusively now discuss on to the business tip briefly, then we head into the break. The business tip was highlighting for us on, if I could get it back again a little bit, highlighting for us on how to actually keep financial score. Few small businesses having an accurate idea of the daily, weekly, monthly numbers and financial trends taking place within the organization. Okay, the highlights here is about keeping financial scores, and you can get that by simply accurating or being accurate in your weekly, in your daily assessment, and also very vital for you to spending necessary time on the cash flow. How do you spend time on the cash flow? You can very well not track your cash flow if you do not know your daily routine in regards to your stock, in regards to how you're keeping your tags on, how you are making sales. Because after you knowing your daily sale activities or your weekly sale activities, it's going to help you in the end of the week or the end of the month to make sure you calculate very well on your cash flow. Because your cash flow has to always, it doesn't come, a cash flow development does not come on a daily basis. Cash flows are determined on that is at the end of every month. That's when at least you can determine determine an effective cash flow, on how your net has been, whether you made profit, whether you made losses, on how you stocked in, on how you spent on the assets, on how you spent on the liabilities that you needed at that moment. But you can only get track of your cash flow in your business if you're only paying attention to the stocks, to the profits, to how you are purchasing, to the expenditures and spending. That would definitely make your ledgers or cash flow ledgers flow in very well, and calculations around there. With me, Rita Kabanyuro, we're going to be taking a break on that particular one. We had a business quote, we had a business tip, and very well, I hope you got inspired as we celebrate Women's Day. Coming up, we're going to be engaging with my colleague Bahati Ali, who is going to be taking us through at least how you're going to develop yourself, how are you going to better yourself as women, as we build ourselves financially, as we sustain our living. Don't you really want to be a part of this conversation? Don't go away. We return with the topical discussion. This is SMP.